Hello and welcome back to Gewian Games plays Mass Effect Andromeda. Last time we had a slightly awkward episode where I thought we'd be exploring Eos, but it turns out there's too much radiation. And I believe we talked to PB. And this time we're just gonna keep talking to people around the ship that's important in between story missions in the Mass Effect franchise. So to that end, let's talk to Kalo.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
It's worth mentioning that I recorded at least the first 3 conversation of this episode once before, but I experienced some screen tearing on the
What can I
capture,
do for you?
so I
I couldn't help overhearing
decided to
you and
restart
Gil.
the episode.
It sounded
It only
pretty
lost
good.
like 5 minutes.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You know, I haven't
Tempest
actually
is his
met
baby.
many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask. We're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
I'll let you
I
go.
like the implications there.
You know where I'll be.
Kalo is becoming wary of being too
Scans
forthcoming.
of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It's dangerous, and that's all I see.
I wish there was a
mass
middle
of
option here.
destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colours of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if the sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
It's good to have different voices on my team. I like that.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
Alright, so that's Suvi's conversation. I really think we did. I just want to check.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
I believe we did this, but
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting.
nice that I have an
We'll talk
option
again.
to catch
You
up
know
on
it.
some romance choices, seeing as you meet some characters earlier than others. It's nice that they built a mechanic into that. Okay, let's head to the back of the ship.
A secure outpost. Finally.
Andromeda's better be worth all that time Ryder put into it.
If they fail, the Nexus starves. No pressure, right?
Totally.
Everything we do now relies on civilians planting vegetables.
Just right. Okay, I think we talked to these people a couple times.
Need something?
Yeah,
I'll
last
let you get-
episode? Yep,
I'll
okay.
be here if you need me.
Good, but since I've spent some time away... Nope, not that one. Some time away from the game, a couple of my strike teams will have returned. Ooh, that's a lot of XP. Bronze item loot box, research data loot box. God, this team just keeps on failing. I don't know why. Let's send them out on another one. Oh wait, no. It was this team that keeps on failing, and this time they did well. Okay, that's nice. You'll notice there's the little helmet next to this team. That increases their effectiveness in missions that say poor weather conditions, like this one. I don't think I see any others, so it's just a crapshoot anyway. Basically, I'm just hoping to level them up to the point where they can start taking silver missions on. But we also have the opportunity to open some boxes here. Milky Way research data. Nice. I think that was Milky Way again, and I missed that one. The delay is messing with me. Collect an item has been added to your inventory. Ruzad, uncommon. Assault rifle? I don't know what that is. Got another one. Interesting. Animated Avenger. Got several of those. Some money. I think this is just gonna be pure money. Right? It says credit box on it anyway. And then materials. So mash that button. Okay.
Ready for deployment.
I don't remember where the storefront is, but I'm sure I'll find it on my wanderings on the ship. Let's see. Wasn't there somebody in here? I don't remember who. We were ready to talk to Cora last episode, right? So wait. Well, this is just as good a way of going down. Use the ladder, Ryder. Come on. Let's see. This is my room. I don't think there's anything to do in here.
Yeah, got all my stuff here. And your repair kit? Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Ah, that explains some.
I like the no trouble plan. How about we stick with that?
Kesh said not too much trouble, kid. Not no trouble. You can't make sure some trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
Life out here ain't reassuring. You'll get used to it.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to.
I actually
As for
believe
me,
that.
I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Okay, and let's get into the normal conversation.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's had it out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
I think I was planning to, as part of a different
Got any stories or advice to share?
quest.
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
I don't think he has anything else to say.
What's it like to have Cash as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
I can
I'd like
respect
to know
that.
more about you.
Fire away.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Alright, and lastly...
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Do you think Cash can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
We can talk more later.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
I don't love being called kid.
I'll try to stop doing that. Can't promise I won't slip up, though.
I like Drac. I've always liked the Krogan as characters, though. So, there's that. Open sesame. Showers. Main room. No new characters in here. I don't feel like reading that. Lexi was in the other room, so she's not in here. Okay. All well and good. Let's see here. And then Vetra was down here somewhere.
Where'd you hear that?
The little Brody told her.
It was a close game.
Did give me a better game than Drag. Not saying much.
Watch it.
Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else and hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys.
Terraforming Atmo
I like
processors,
Vetra,
gravity
but
wells,
her
life-destroying murder
visor
bubbles.
just bugs the shit out of me.
We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Someone had to know. Maybe they just didn't tell us.
Did your father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Okay, so no new dialogue for
You
her.
probably
That's
have work to do.
interesting.
We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I'm a little surprised by that. Everybody else has had new dialogue. I think I will at some point do a playthrough where I romance Vetra. But my first stop has got to be with Asari. Just how I am. What's up, Liam?
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Well, that's straightforward. I'm interested in you.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Alrighty, so that was pretty quick. Is there anything else to be had? I don't think so. Ladder, ladder, ladder. Oh, right, Gil. Gotta talk to Gil. What's up, Gil?
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
And no new dialogue with him either.
Anytime.
And nothing to do in the engineering shop. I like that people shift around a little bit. It gives lifelikeness to the characters, but it also makes them hard to find sometimes. But anywho, I think it's time to move on. We're running just shy on time. Let's fly to the... Well, let's see if there's any side places we can go before we go back to the Nexus, because God knows I've stayed on the straight and narrow so far. It's time to do some branching out. Let's see here. AVP Crowd Deployment Perks Nexus? Don't know what that's about. I don't remember where the Nexus is. I think it's there. Oh yeah, First Murder. There we go. So that's definitely where the Nexus is. Let's go check out a different place.
So this is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call.
That's a nice little bit of backstory. Is there going to be anything for us to do here?
Picking up something.
Let's just do this one planet at a time. If there's nothing there, I'll probably just skip over it. Because these travel things are rather slow. Okay, I don't think I showed this before. Occasionally, when you go to a planet, you got an anomaly. You hit right trigger, deploy a drone. The one I went and saw before was a satellite. And this one just gets me aluminum, straight up. Oh, and you can rotate it. That's kind of neat. Is there anything else? Just to be sure? Nope, I think that's it. Another anomaly. Somewhere this way. Right here.
Deploying probe. We've got a crater.
So it's just XP that I get? Possibly from the Scourge. Meteorite still contains valuable resources. But it doesn't say land anywhere, so... I think that's it. Unless it says... land? No. Anyway. Okay, one last place to go to.
Anomaly on sensors.
And it's gotta be the place that has... oh, right. Habitat 7. I wonder if you could re-land on it. And if there's anything to do there when you do. Okay, and so... gained 50 Milky Way research data, and... we've finished scanning the whole place. It doesn't look like we can land on Habitat 7 again, which is interesting.
Anomaly on sensors.
It says 100%. We should be good to go. We've already visited everywhere, scanned everywhere. What anomaly are you talking about? Oh, I forgot. You can...
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
scan on that scale too. That's good to remember. I feel like we're flying straight through the Scourge. Shouldn't we be a little messed up right now? And it's a shuttle that's been attacked
That's
and
the
suspended.
research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
All right. So that's unfortunate, but we finished that quest. Which is good, because we're just about to head back to, the Nexus anyway. Alright, well, this episode, I have a feeling, is still going pretty short, so let's see what this system has for us. We're going to do the same with this other system as we did with this one. Is that a black hole in the background?
Anomaly detected.
Yes, it is. We get to go up close and see the black hole? Really? Are they gonna talk about time distortion? Interstellar style? Black hole. Class Care black hole. H012 Ketos. Even at this distance, the black hole represents a risk to onboard ship systems. The accretion disk around it is composed of the remains of at least one solar system destroyed by the black hole's formation and gravitational pull. Caution is advised. Cool.
I'm picking up something.
That was neat to be able to see. Well, it had a whole lot of nothing in it. Just a black hole. Kinda neat. Didn't get any resources except at the asteroid over here. And literally nothing else from the rest of it. So, odd. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next time, we're going to head back to, the Nexus and, see what's going on.